It's gone wrong. You'd have thought for a local lad, you'd sort of know way to... Good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's CJ and today you find me waiting for a bus. But where to, you say? Well, today we are going on a little journey from Exeter to Exmouth, and we're using the Stagecoach 57 service, and along the way I'm going to get out at a place called Exton and I'm going to walk part of the Exe trail towards Exmouth, and on that way we just go past a few iconic bits of engineering, should I say, and also possibly a surprise or two. I hope you enjoyed the video and let's get going. Cheers guys, thank you. So basically you just walk up the hill, that's a new co-op, all these student flats, and that's where the bus, the number 4 goes from now. Obviously it's a one-way system, so you just walk up these stairs basically. It's a new leisure centre in Exeter, St Sidrow's Point, and if I go to me right you can see all the lovely yellow buses. They're actually classed as gold, but not too sure but why that is. They're definitely more yellow. So my plan is to cheers, thank you. I'd like to point out at this moment in time, it turned out that the driver had actually caught up time. Not exactly sure how he caught up the best part of 6 minutes in a 5-minute journey, but we'll go with it. I'm going to enter into a time lapse because obviously the length of the road, where it was shortly cut to, and I quote, and this is going to be funny for the viewers, another stop, not more than 10 minutes after the last one. Seems to be a regular occurrence on this. So at this moment in the video, I've decided I'm going to take down the actual sound of obviously the traffic and things like that, because there is other people on the bus and I do want to be polite and courteous as much as I can be. This point we're currently sat again on Topsham Road for another scheduled stop, which seems to be, like I said earlier, a regular occurrence on this route. They seem to catch up time very well. We were currently sat here for approximately 10 minutes in the blistering heat. See right now we are going through the town of Topsham in the outskirts of Exeter. Topsham is very unique because it's literally the first town onto the estuary, and also when it comes to its train station, which we'll see shortly, it's got 2 tracks, but the track that goes between Exeter and Exmouth is single line track only, so it's the only passing loop available. So you can, and I'll explain this later on in part of the video, you can also spend up to 10 minutes waiting there for 2 trains to pass each other. So as by now, you've probably seen the thumbnail, you've probably seen the intro. This is where this trip takes a bit of a stupid turn. I was supposed to be getting off at a stop called Exton. I inadvertently got this wrong and ended up at the stop before, which is Ebbford. What you see coming up now is what happened next. For a local lad, you'd think where to get off public transport sometimes, but it's gone wrong. Just got off that bus stop across there, thinking it was the right stop for where we're going, and it turns out I'm a few miles short. So I could wait around for the next 57 to turn up. They're roughly about every 15 minutes. This is being filmed on a Saturday, so 15-20 minutes. And as you can see from the previous footage, we went through obviously the city centre to leave Exeter, heading out towards Topsham, which you just seen just before this. Topsham's pretty unique when it comes to public transport. There used to be several services that used to go out there. You used to have well, you got obviously the one I've just got off, the 57, which goes between Exeter and Exmouth, where this video hopefully will finish. But there used to be a local service. They actually cut it a few years back. It was actually the letter T for Topsham, and that used to start, if I remember rightly, believe it started at the bottom end of Exeter city centre, and that would just go to Topsham, and it was so infrequent. Not many people used it. It used to go through the housing estate just south of, just south of here, just back towards Exeter. But they got rid of that one, so that's the only service they get. But when it comes down to, they do have a train station that does run on the Exmouth to Painting line, which is what we'll see shortly. That runs, I believe, every half an hour. But Topsham's unique station is that it's a passing loop, because it's mainly single line track between Exeter Central and Exmouth, and that's the only passing point you can use after Central. So do have to get off. Well, if you have to get on there, you will see two trains usually. Unfortunately, I didn't time it right going across the level crossing earlier. But if you do get caught there, you can potentially spend up to 15 minutes there waiting for the barriers. Very rarely that happens, but it has happened to me before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and figure out where I am. I've got a rough idea, and the next clip you should see should be the start of the Exe Estuary. Fingers crossed. We are now officially on the Exe Estuary cycle path. But it's a weird one, because where I joined it at Ebbford, not Exton where I was supposed to be, you technically got to walk further away from Topsham if you actually want to get to Topsham. So, but it is a lovely day for it. Lovely walk. It is a lot of greenery at the moment. There's not really much to see apart from that bridge you just seen there, which I should be coming up to the entrance to right about in the next few hundred yards. Yep, just to my right you have the bridge, which I believe, yep, there's a little right turn there. And this, I believe, is a very unique viewpoint, because this is where the Exmouth to Painting line crosses the river. just there. No trains due at the moment, I believe. But yeah, that's where it crosses in, and that just over there is the mouth of the River Exe. So at this point in the video, it's basically that there isn't really much to show because my DJI decided to overheat once again. So there's a couple of pictures here that I'm going to put up. One of them I found quite funny. It was basically slowed down for the sake of the NHS. I believe that was put up during COVID times when we were allowed to go for walks and things like that. The next one, just showing you basically the Exe Trail, how far it is. I think that one's about 5 miles to Exmouth, where I was at the time. So it's not too bad. It's a nice walk to walk on that day. And then the last photo basically is the new train station that's opening up in Exeter called Marsh Barton, which I will do a review of when it opens, I believe on the 4th of July. Like I said, it's all going well so far, so fingers crossed the rest of the trip goes alright. And this is Exton train station, right on the estuary, which is technically primarily somebody's actual house. It's a platform, as you can see, single line track, all the way down. In the distance there, Lympstone Commando Royal Marine Training Centre. Saying we're at this lovely single line train station, as you can see, Exton. Well, I'm going to cut this video short here due to my earlier mistake. I haven't actually got time to be able to walk the rest of this line, so what I'll do is I'll add a bonus video in that will show you Lympstone Commando and Lympstone Village. I'm going to head off now and try and catch this bus back to Exmouth, and that's hopefully where this video will end. So I better get cracking. Cheers, guys, thank you. So we've arrived here in Exmouth, and I couldn't think of a better way to end the video in this absolutely magnificent area. Literally stood on the mouth of the Exe. Just to recap, I said this is my first ever video that I've put up, so there will be some teething problems. I just hope you enjoyed the video. It went well. I had a massive catastrophic equipment failure, and then I decided to get off at the wrong bus stop. So after this video is posted, I will return in the next few days and I will get that footage of Lympstone Commando train station and parts more of the X trail. So I'm leaving you here, this lovely sunny day in Exmouth. Please, if you like the video and you want to see more of this sort of stuff, please leave a comment and please press that subscribe button, because the more people that subscribe and get this channel off and running, it will help me out and it will help everyone else out in the long run. Many thanks, keep safe, enjoy the weekend.